Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my updated 2021 feminine hygiene routine. So I'm just going to walk you guys through all the steps that I take on a daily basis and or a weekly basis to just keep myself fresh, clean, smelling good all day, keeping just, my overall health up to par. Okay, so get cozy. I'm cozy. I got a blanket. It's a rainy day. We're just chilling, girl talks. You're gonna want to get out your notepad and or your phone to write a list because you're gonna want these tips and tricks. I promise you guys, the stuff that I put you on is not gonna be repetitive to everything that everybody else tells you. I got some different stuff up my sleeve. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what I do and you're gonna want to run and go get this stuff, I promise. So we're gonna cover everything basically like head to toe. I'm gonna start with my mouth and oral hygiene because that's really important. It doesn't matter if you smell good everywhere else because you took a good shower. If your mouth stinks, if you have bad breath, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna ruin the whole thing. So I have some notes on my phone just so I can remember everything if you see me looking down. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about for oral hygiene is a water flosser. So literally this will change the game. They work so well. It's way faster and I feel like it's more hygienic than regular flossing because it just does a better job. It really gets in between your teeth. So what I do is I put a little bit of water and Listerine in mine, and just a little bit of Listerine so that way when it's getting in between my teeth it can kill all of the bacteria and stuff that's in there because Listerine is an antiseptic, and it just really helps to keep my breath fresh all day long. And I specifically like the one that I got off Amazon because it has all these different heads you can use. You could even use it to brush your teeth. It has a tongue scraper on that, all that good stuff. So my second tip would be to get a tongue scraper. If you don't invest in the water flosser that I got that has the built-in tongue scraper, I would definitely invest in some type of metal tongue scraper, and I'll link one down below for you guys from Amazon that I used to use. Your tongue is where a lot of your bad breath will come from, so if you're not using a tongue scraper and you notice that you have bad breath throughout the day, this will definitely change the game for you. For toothbrush and toothpaste, I just use a regular toothbrush, and lately I've been using the Tom's Luminous whitening toothpaste, and it's in the clean mint scent, and I really like this one because it's more of a natural flavored mint, but it maintains the whiteness on my teeth, which I absolutely love, and it's less harsh than Crest and Colgate and those other products. Not that there's anything wrong with them, I've used them all before, I like them, I just am liking the Tom's brand a little bit better right now. And then I will rinse out my mouth with some Listerine as well, just to get anything that's left over in my mouth out. And I also do oil pulling, so I'll take some coconut oil and just put it in my mouth and swish it around. Coconut oil has antibacterial properties that will help, again, eliminate bad breath and keep all those germs out of your mouth. And for me, it also brings back the moisture into my mouth after using a Listerine mouthwash or toothpaste that can be a little bit drying. So now let's just go ahead and we're going to run through supplements really quickly. So I take 3 types of supplements for my feminine hygiene and just body odor and health and things like that. So I take chlorophyll, which if you don't know what chlorophyll is, it's basically an internal deodorizer. I take it in a pill form because I cannot drink it. Nobody wants to talk about how nasty the liquid version is, but it's literally disgusting, and I get the same effect from taking the pill. So I just take the pill, and it literally is going to help eliminate just body odor that you would get throughout the day, under your armpits, bad breath, down in all those areas and things like that. I've been using it for years. It is definitely a game changer. The next one that I take is going to be a pre and probiotic by VH Essential. So you can get these off Amazon, and basically they are just probiotics and prebiotics that you can take every day just to keep you regular, and it's going to help prevent you getting any yeast infections or things like that downstairs in your girly area. It's kind of fighting all of that off before it even happens, so you're treating it beforehand so you don't actually get yeast infections and stuff like that, if that makes sense. And then the next thing that I most recently started taking that is also getting more popular now is fenugreek. So I was kind of skeptical at first because I was like, I don't know how long it would take to see results. It's supposed to make you smell like maple syrup basically. It works within a day. The first day that I started taking it, a couple hours later I noticed that I smelled like maple syrup. So if you're into that and you want to smell like maple syrup or give yourself a little sweeter tank, then I would definitely recommend picking up some fenugreek. Just going to quickly go over body wash really quickly because I have a ton of shower routines on my channel, but the ones that I use as my staple products are going to be the Kapari moisturizing body wash and their sudsy shower oil. So these just have light coconut scent. They get you really clean, but they also keep your body moisturized. Those are my go-to favorites for just washing, cleansing my body, and moisturizing in the shower. Going right into Hoo-Ha Care, my favorite feminine wash is back on the market, you guys. It's been gone for so long in my area, at least. I know they sell it at Walmart and some places, but for me, I can only get it off Amazon. And for whatever reason, they stopped selling it on Amazon, and that's why you guys have never seen me use this before. But your girl is back on it. It is by VH Essentials. It's their feminine wash, and it is literally amazing. It's like triple action, so it gently cleanses, and I mean gentle. Like, I'm sensitive down there, so I don't want to have any discomfort when I'm using soaps down there. And it is literally gentle, but it cleanses so well. It suds up so well. It's just an amazing cleanser. And then it also has prebiotics and probiotics and tea tree oil and cranberry extract and all that good stuff that you need in your hoo-ha area to keep it balanced. It's pH balanced. It's literally just amazing. It smells a little bit like tea tree oil when you like smell it out of the container, but it leaves no scent down there. And ladies, let me tell y'all, people are always saying you're gonna have some type of smell, you're gonna have some little scent, which yes, this may be true on like certain days of the month when your discharge is, you know, going through different phases or stages or whatever, but you do not have to have an odor down there. Like, you do not have to have an odor down there. Yes, some people do have a natural scent, but there are ways to eliminate that odor, and these products that I'm telling you guys about, I don't smell like anything. I don't smell like anything. And I know a lot of people might come for me for that, but like, the tips that I'm telling you guys will help. Like, you don't have to have an odor, like a strong, potent, like you don't have to have that if you are using the proper things on your downstairs area. Okay, so just try it out. So let's touch on some other things in the shower where we would think about like odor coming from. It's gonna be your armpits and your butt. So what I have been doing lately, I saw this girl on TikTok try it out, and so I was like, oh, let me try it, because I'm always, you know, wanting to try out new like feminine hygiene hacks or whatever. So she used Pan Oxy underneath her armpits, and Pan Oxy is an acne foaming wash that has benzoyl peroxide in it, right? So what you do is you just wash under your armpits like normal. So that's how I started using it, and I literally do not get any odor under my armpits at all. And I mean, I go to the gym, I work out, I go outside to my kids' soccer games, I play with them at the park, and I still have had no mustiness, no slight smell, nothing. Like, it completely eliminated it, and I only use it once a day. So I will like never use deodorant again. This is like my staple in the shower product for underneath my armpits, and I just wash like normal with my hands underneath my armpits, let it sit for like 30 seconds and rinse it off. This is going to change the game, especially for those of you guys who are just a little bit, you know, who get just a little bit more musty, especially in the warmer months. Some people just have larger sweat glands, they sweat more often, and they just have like a stronger odor that comes from underneath their armpits and other parts of their body that sweats, and that's completely normal. So if you're one of those people and you want to like try to get rid of it, I would highly recommend trying out Pan Oxy. But saying that, discovering that this is the effect that it gave for me for my armpits, what I did was I was like, let me try it in my butt area. Your butt is not as sensitive as your hoo-ha area, so you can use a little bit of stronger products down there. So I just used my hands again, because I have the most control when the soap is in my hands, and I didn't want any to get into my hoo-ha. So I used my hands with the Pan Oxy, and I just put it in between my butt crack, gave it a little rub, washed it out. It's gonna eliminate the odor at all day, every single day. And I feel like this is like such an important tip, especially getting into these warmer months. If you live in a hot climate like I do, you are going to sweat as soon as you walk outside, and sweat can just naturally, you know, causes an odor and can be potent. So you can also use that Pan Oxy in your butt. Just be careful that you don't get it in your hoo-ha, because you don't want to irritate, you know, down there in the sensitive area. Getting out of the shower, we're still focusing on our butt. So this is the tip that I've given in previous videos, but I'll continue to give it because I feel like it's just a really good hack for just helping you smell good all day. Is going to be to take some witch hazel on a cotton pad. You can use alcohol free or one that has alcohol in it. Personally, I use the one that has alcohol in it, and I don't have an issue with it at all, so it's really just your prerogative. But what I do is I put it on a cotton pad, and I literally wipe my butt crack with the cotton pad and witch hazel, and that is just going to also eliminate odor. Like, you're not going to smell anything all throughout the day. And then you could just use this as freshening up in between using the bathroom and things like that, you know, again, to just keep you smelling good all day. That's really the key here. is just completely eliminating any body odor. And then another tip for just freshening up during the day is going to have 2 options for you guys. So one is the Perry bottle, which I recommend to you guys all the time. It's just a little squirt bottle that you can fill up with some lukewarm water and give yourself a rinse after you go pee, after sex, after you go number 2, just everything to help you stay fresh and clean down there throughout the day and in between showers. Another thing that I've upgraded to is like a little feminine washer or bidet style type thing that you hook up to your toilet. It's really easy to install. I'll link it down below for you guys if you want to check it out. It's pretty inexpensive. I think it's like 25 bucks. And that one just has a little bit higher pressure. So either one is a good option, but that's a really good way to just make sure that you're cleaning yourself off throughout the day from discharge, going pee, and just all of those things. We want to prevent yeast infections, urinary tract infections, and all those things, and by taking all these steps to keep us clean internally and externally throughout the day is going to help just prevent anything bad from happening. And then also we're going to want to use baby wipes in addition to using a Perry bottle or some type of like sprayer to wash yourself off with. If you're still using toilet paper, I would just say stop. Get you some flushable wipes or some baby wipes. I use fragrance-free, unscented, gentle, so that it's sensitive enough to use on your hoo-ha area without irritating it. But I don't use toilet paper at all, which I feel like is the simplest thing that you could kind of do to like spruce up your like hygiene routine, is if you're using toilet paper to swap out for baby wipes. We don't have tissue paper in my house at all. Like, that's a big no-no. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, we're gonna feel wet after you go. No, you're not. Like, it literally dries fast. It's not like you're sitting there soaking wet after you use a baby wipe. Like, it's gonna dry. I don't know why people have that concept in their head, but that's not what happens. You wipe and then it dries and then you pull your pants up and you go about your day. All right, and then the last tip that I have for you guys is going to be using boric acid on a regular basis. So if you don't know what boric acid is, it's basically like a suppository that you can put up inside your hoo-ha that will help with BV, yeast infections, just eliminating any like weird odors in general. But what I've started doing for myself is just implementing it into my routine at least once a week. If not once a week, I would highly suggest that you use it after your period, because your period blood can throw off your pH, which will cause you to have an odor after your period. So I use mine every week just to give myself a reset and kind of just prevent problems from happening in the first place. I feel like a lot of us have the issue of just starting to treat things once they happen, like yeast infections, urinary tract infections. But if we just take the steps to prevent it in the first place, then we don't have to worry about having any odor or having any issues. So I use mine every Sunday, either during the day or night, and I just put one in. The brand that I would recommend is the Honey Pot. I've tried a lot of different boric acid suppositories, and the Honey Pot has cocoa butter and tea tree oil added into it, and tea tree oil is also good for fighting bacteria, but the cocoa butter leaves you feeling like still moisturized down there in that area, whereas as other boric acids will kind of give you like this dry, chalky feeling after you use it. So if you've had that experience before with boric acid, I would definitely check out the Honey Pot brand, because it doesn't give you any type of chalkiness. It just leaves you like, it just comes out like normal, which is another thing. If you do the boric acid suppositories, is to wear a panty liner of some sort, because it is going to come back out. So just be aware of that and be mindful of what time of day you put it in. Those are all my tips for you guys. I hope that you found one of these tips helpful and it was something new to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Stay a while, girl. You might like it here. And for all my returning subscribers, I love you, babes, and I will see you in another video.